Cardi B went from glowing to growling after leaving court on Tuesday, when a simple question turned into the spark for an explosive scene that had everyone talking. It happened in Alhambra, California, outside a courthouse where Cardi had just wrapped up her appearance. As she made her way out, surrounded by security and the usual throng of cameras and voices trying to grab her attention, one question cut through the noise and instantly set her off. Someone bold enough or foolish enough asked her if she was pregnant, and if that supposed pregnancy could lead to any paternity drama with NFL star Stefon Diggs. That was the exact spark that shifted Cardi's expression, energy, and mood in seconds. The always unpredictable rapper didn't just ignore it, she reacted with pure fury. TMZ's cameras captured the entire moment as Cardi whipped around, visibly irritated, and hurled a pen at the man before her bodyguard quickly stepped in to calm her down and pull her back toward her vehicle. Wasn't just a small reaction. It was the type of scene that perfectly summed up who Cardi B has always been in the public eye: unfiltered, raw, and unwilling to let anyone disrespect her, her family, or her private life without facing her wrath. As the clip circulated online, people instantly dissected the moment, frame by frame. Cardi's anger wasn't simply about someone asking a question about pregnancy. It was about the disrespect wrapped up in that question. The mention of Stefon Diggs, paired with the lingering speculation that Offset had already hinted at baby. No, 4 was enough to ignite her. To Cardi, this wasn't an innocent question. It was provocation, a way to stir the pot and suggest drama in her marriage, her body, and her future, all of which are incredibly personal subjects. Cardi has never been the type of celebrity who takes things quietly. From the start of her career, she has lived unapologetically in the spotlight. Whether she's clapping back at critics on social media, standing her ground in interviews, or getting caught in viral moments that show both her humor and her temper, this incident outside the courthouse was another chapter in that ongoing saga. The struggle of a woman who has built her fame on transparency, but who also battles the constant invasion of her boundaries. Earlier that same morning, Cardi had dodged similar questions on her way into the courthouse. Reporters had tried to get her to confirm or deny the rumors about her being pregnant, but she kept moving, refusing to give them the soundbite they were chasing. Her silence on the subject has only fueled speculation, which is exactly what makes questions like the one shouted at her so dangerous. They don't just ask, they imply, they suggest. They carry the weight of rumor and gossip designed to spark headlines. By the time Cardi was leaving court hours later, it seemed like her patience had worn thin. And the wrong question at the wrong moment was bound to trigger her. To understand why Cardi reacted so strongly, it's important to look at who she is and where she came from. Cardi B, born Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, has always been loud, proud, and fiercely protective of her image. Growing up in the Bronx, she learned early that survival meant speaking up and defending yourself. That instinct carried into her time as a stripper, her breakout on reality television, and eventually her rise to stardom in the music industry. She has never been someone who hides behind a polished mask. Instead, she built her brand on showing the world exactly who she is: the good, the bad, and the messy. That authenticity is why millions of fans adore her. But it's also why incidents like this one draw so much attention, because people expect Cardi to give a reaction. And she rarely disappoints. This wasn't the first time Cardi has had a public flare-up over questions about her body or personal life. She has often been the target of speculation about her pregnancies, her marriage to Offset, and rumors about cheating or breakups. In fact, her relationship with Offset has been one of the most scrutinized in modern hip-hop culture. From their whirlwind romance to the cheating scandals that nearly tore them apart, to their reconciliations and the births of their children. Their love story has played out under the glare of cameras and headlines. Cardi has spoken openly about the toll it takes to constantly defend her marriage, to deal with rumors of infidelity, or to address accusations that Offset is fathering children outside of their relationship. So when someone outside a courthouse throws out a question linking her name to another man while implying pregnancy and paternity drama, it's more than just curiosity. It's a direct hit to one of the most sensitive areas of her life. Offset himself has leaned into the speculation at times, whether intentionally or not. His cryptic comments, suggestive social media posts, and even direct bragging about baby number 4 have done little to quiet the conversation for Cardi. That means she's constantly in a position of defense, trying to balance the love she has for her family with the endless rumors that swirl around them. Add in the mention of Stefon Diggs, a name tied to sports headlines and rumors of his own relationships, and the question becomes even more loaded. The suggestion wasn't just about a pregnancy. It was about scandal, cheating, and betrayal. That's why Cardi's pen-throwing fury was as much about protecting her dignity as it was about shutting down a disrespectful question. In moments like these, what fascinates the public is not just the outburst itself, but what it reveals about the celebrity in question. Cardi's fans celebrated her clapback, praising her for standing up for herself and refusing to let anyone corner her into answering questions she doesn't owe the public. Her critics, on the other hand, pointed to the scene as another example of Cardi's volatility, saying she should have ignored it and walked away. That divide reflects the way Cardi has always been received: polarizing yet magnetic, messy yet real, chaotic yet deeply human. It's that mix of contradictions that makes her impossible to ignore. The moment also highlights the toxic nature of celebrity culture. On one hand, Cardi has built a career out of sharing her life with her fans, giving them access to her struggles, triumphs, and even her family. But on the other hand, that openness becomes an invitation for intrusion, with people feeling entitled to ask invasive questions or spread rumors without thinking about the impact on her mental health. Cardi's reaction, dramatic as it may seem, is a reminder that celebrities are not immune to the exhaustion of constant speculation. They may live glamorous lives, but they are also human beings who can only take so much before snapping. As Cardi sat back in her car after the incident, still visibly angry but shielded by her security team, it was clear that the courthouse exit had turned into a viral moment that would dominate social media for days. Clips of her throwing the pen circulated across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok within minutes, with fans adding memes, captions, and commentary. Some laughed, others defended her, and some criticized her. But one thing was certain: everyone was talking about Cardi B again. And in the world of celebrity, that constant buzz, whether good or bad, is part of what keeps someone like Cardi at the center of the culture. The question that lingers now is whether Cardi will ever directly address the rumors about her being pregnant. For now, she has chosen silence, which only intensifies curiosity. But given Cardi's history, it's likely that when she's ready, she'll make the announcement in her own way, on her own terms, and with the kind of flair that only she can deliver. Until then, anyone thinking of asking better take her advice. Seriously, respect women, or else. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.